It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's complete. This is Egbuka. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down. From the gun, Etienne gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lift at any time.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
A gain of 14. First down, Tampa Bay.
Setting him on the dive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. All in left side. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Etienne. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Looking to tack on the point after. extra point, not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Going right back to Scatterby. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Driving forward with Scatterby. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboys.
Darts out of the shotgun. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun this time, here's Darts. Connects downfield, on target to down. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They get 23 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now hang on, we have an injured player out there, and everybody knew who it was straight away. That's their quarterback in some pain, less than a quarter into this season. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend. Of football. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. They're throwing it. It's his running back. This gets forward to around the 29. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here comes the screen for ETN. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They gain 11 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's ETN on first down. Keeps away from one. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. ETN has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That has just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He finds Johnston. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Scatterboo now from the gun. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Hey, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
From the pistol, he gave to Scatterboo. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ready, ready.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a one-score game in the first half. On is Jude McAtomney now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking in the air here. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert.
Makes a man miss. He's on. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 1st and 10 from the 32. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Trying to throw this from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go. Cowboys, go.
From the red zone on 1st. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it again. Dumps it off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Dave York on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Dart. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Buccaneers 14.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. At the 20. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
From the gun, here's Darts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 6 Warriors.
Now Darts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready. 19, 18. Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to throw now. Setting up the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. Gun, a give to ETN. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Here we go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, this is Scatterbury. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
19 tight. 9. Here we go. Set. Set go.
Throw here, third down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
5 still to go here. This is second down. On the handoff, here's Scatterbury. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10.
The 7-yard line.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 25 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And oh, he got it! Interception! Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Running with Scatterboo. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's the throw. Finds him on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play. That's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. This is Scatterboo, left side. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 5 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Hits his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Going with Scatterboo here on the ground. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Here's Scatterboo. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, We're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
To the air now on 1st and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd down from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Catch made. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Makes the catch. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Here is Scatterboo. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him a couple yards on that run, and this sets up 4th and goal.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you gonna do?
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. No run, it's Scatterboo. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. He'll throw from his end zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, ETN gets it. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left with fourth down here. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Setting up to pass. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On first down, they'll run. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. Handoff headed right. Irving. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Come on.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Here's a design run. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into two, into three, and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we say so long from New York.